Okay, so um, good morning, everyone. Yeah, so this is our group. We this is today we are going to talk about teaching vocabulary with technology. Um, um, so we have Nga, Thùy, Lâm, and Bảo Ngân. So moving on, as we are all aware of the fact that we are now living in a digital age that provides us with almost everything, and we can pretty much access to anything for entertaining purposes or educational purposes. And in terms of educational purposes, um, technology is widely used in the context of teaching English as a foreign language. This refers to the definition of teaching English to non-native speaker of English in a region where English is not commonly spoken. And our presentation will briefly explore the of computer and the technology in three main research areas, which are communication, web-based language learning, and mobile assisted language learning. Um, Moving on to the next part, this is the importance of using technology to teach vocabulary nowadays. First of all, I would like you to take a look at the part of the video that I took from my classroom observation report, and yeah, you guys can take a look at it. The instruction students to use their mobile phone and to connect with the job post of the time. Yeah. We doing this because okay. Because this makes students more engaged and have them retain information and retention, which improve their productivity in learning vocabulary of the students. If the lesson is interested, then it will engage students to learn better and improving academic success. Secondly, it can accommodate for learning style. The picture show some styles of learner, where visual learner, hands-on or auditory learner, and some other learner in a classroom. And the best way of introducing new word is start by getting the students to use text or listen to audio text so that they can see or hear the word in action. This is an extract I took from our textbook, Introduction to English Literacy, by Hammer, which was published in 1983. And the if we make use of technology like PowerPoint slide, would be considered visual slide, and or audio file when teaching, then the education, then the lesson will be delivered in a more personalized way, and this gives the student opportunity to learn at their own pace. Yeah, that's the an example for TMC or computer medicine. Yeah, next, furthermore, This will encourage collaboration and competition. In our presentation, we will focus on some website like this Word or Word. This is example for web-based language learning. Sorry for that. And within the learning website, students can work together or compete against each other. And furthermore, the teacher, which are us, we have the responsibility to guide them through how to work on the website to make sure they know what they need to do. And last but not least, okay, it helps and improves teacher productivity and efficiency. We teacher can achieve higher level of productivity by uh, leveraging technology and implementing useful digital tools. Not just that, school can also benefit from this because there will be a less cost of physical instructional material and hence making the better teacher can. Of course, there will be challenges along the way when technologies are adapted in education, and but it is important to know that the benefit sometimes outweigh the disadvantage. And now we have the next part is the challenges that we have to fight when using technology to teach vocabulary.
Thank you for your invitation. First, I have a question. Have anyone has experience teaching English to a student? Please. Did you use technology equipment in your class? Yes. Thank you for your answer. Next, I will demonstrate to you the existing challenge when adopting technology to teach vocabulary in English class. My presentation will consist of three parts. First is the required of management and training. So the first arise problem is that the majority of teachers find challenging to use technology in the classroom. A survey conducted in 2013 of more than 2,000 advanced placement and national writing project teachers have shown the result of 35% of the teachers say that internet and digital tools have added new dimensions to their life and at the same time increase the range of content and skills they need to be knowledgeable in teaching. For example, technology as such as projector we need a lot of effort to maintain and set up. And teacher also requires to learn how to utilize the new website to support their lesson, such as Kahoot or quizzes. Next, another issue is the display of teacher presentation, which is sometimes go to the different, sometimes go to the simple and plain, as they lack of using image or animation, which can lead to students more and create a less productive learning environment. Secondly, teaching using technology can cost a lot of money and time. As you know, in order to create an exciting and welcoming lesson, like in this picture, teacher needs to put more time and effort to design slide or game to gain attention from students. Besides that, the technology equipment used in classroom, such as laptop or typical projector, object projector, or Bluetooth speaker, can cost a lot of money, and between 5 to 20 million for each item, depend on brand and quality. So therefore, not all students and teachers can afford them with ease, especially those in the remote area with or mirror buckets. Last but not least is the overuse of technology in classroom. So the fact that students can easily get access to online dictionaries or translate websites doesn't always benefit the student, as they can easily get distracted. This photograph here demonstrates lesson in university, and as you can see, the majority of the students don't really pay attention to the lesson displayed on the screen. Instead, they are occupied activity like surfing Facebook, Twitter, or email, and free online accessing can also lead to feeding, track, or exchange answer between children. So instead of serving as a tool to support the lesson, technology for this instance actually hinder the student learning. Another issue recorded is that students tend to remember the word and its meaning in that moment, but they forget it right after the class ends. A study biology has investigated the own way to paper-based professional approach and the web-based learning, web-based learning, the new way and on vocabulary retention, and the result has shown that this new method of technique have faster memorization effect, but poorly retention effect, shown in the lower than expected score in the first test. Next, we will present the technique to teach vocabulary technology. Bye.
So, hi everyone, thanks for joining our invitation. So, can I get your attention, please? Okay. Okay, so in my part, I will introduce a little bit about the technique to teach vocabulary via technology effectively. And I have ever heard the linguist named David Wilkie said that without grammar, very little can be conveyed, but without the vocabulary, nothing can be conveyed. So through this quote, the importance of vocabulary is very significantly, yeah. Okay. To a little bit imagine about the traditional way of the teaching vocabulary in the class, and in the traditional way, the student interested in the active play and sit for around 45 or just 1 hour, just listen and repeat some word or do some exercise according to the rule of the teacher. So it's quite boring or tedious for the youngster, especially the students from the class 1 to, the primary school to secondary school. So we are living in the smart world with the range of innovation, such as smartphone or laptop, and a range of innovation like that. So I will, in this part, I will introduce, because the limitation of time, so I will introduce 3 main technique to teach vocabulary effectively. So you can see in the slide, the first one is PowerPoint. And the second is game, and the last one is application. So come to the first part is PowerPoint. So a little bit mentioned that in the traditional class, when the teacher have to write on the board such as like that, you can see, yeah, such as like that. And when they write in the board, they have to write all the sentence, and they have to write all the sentence like that, and they will hide the student view. And when they come, they write complete the sentence. The student just have to indicate or write on the book. So it costs a lot of time, and this is the main reason lead to the burning lesson plan in Vietnamese in Chạy Giáo Án, because lack of time. And however, in terms of the PowerPoint, we just use the bullet point, a projector, and a laptop. All the problem can be disappear completely. To give one specific example, the teacher can design all the material and so on the big screen for students, and then they can see in here, and all students can see in here without the high view of the student, and then the student can write or listen simultaneously rather than wait the teacher write on the sentence completely, and then they wait a lot of time. And the PowerPoint also can save a lot of time and effort for the teacher. And I have ever read a scientist report on this newspaper. They indicate that without the vivid sound or the interesting picture, the interesting student reduce around 60 or 70%. But when the teacher design or integrate a PowerPoint in their lesson, the interest and the attention of students increase significantly, at least definitely. Yeah. So come to the games. So as Luna and Phúc said today, because of the innovation of the modern technology, so games are applied so much on the lesson of the teacher. And first and foremost, you can see on the slide, I did do some of the advantage of the game on the vocabulary technique. The first one is make class entertaining and sustain efforts for students. It means that when a teacher they design a game, they can create a fantastic atmosphere for students. And the student when they play a game, they have the common psychology that they have want to become a winner. So the game are usually used in the revising part. So they have to integrate or they have to remember all the vocabulary. They have to learn from the theory of the teacher. They have to listen if the game integrate the sound. They have to remember the meaning, the original of the meaning, and how to use it correctly in the sentence or in the exercise. So and in some game integrate all four of skill: reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So I consider it a successful way to revise the student or the vocabulary they have just learned in the previous part. And the last one, the technique I want to show you is application. As you can see, this is a Wordle application, and maybe some student or teacher doesn't get similar with the application. So now I want to dig into this part. And Wordle, and you can read in the slide in the free web application to create a word file based on the frequent of the word in a particular text. And have you in here heard the teacher said that when you learn one vocabulary, they should learn a synonym, antonym, or the family of words rather than a single word. Anybody here ever heard? Yeah, yes, of course. Because when you don't just learn a single word, such as when you learn a word family like that. So you should learn a synonym of the word family. The family can be divided into mother, father, or grandparent rather than just family, because when you are required to write a paragraph related to family, free synonym or antonym or word family can support you so much rather than a single word or individual word like that. So now I will show you 5 steps to apply technology into teaching vocabulary. The first one is explain. So you can see in the slide is the 5 specific steps to apply the technique to teaching vocabulary. The first one is explain. Explain means that when you saw individual word or the family of words, you can explain the definition or the origin of the word for students. Then they can get the meaning correctly, how to use it. And number 2 is read it. You can read out loud the word, and then students can imitate them, and then they can correct their mistake in the pronunciation completely. The third is show, engage and play. Play can, as I mentioned previously, with the teacher or the lecturer can apply the game on the play part to revise all the vocabulary they have just learned in the previous part. And the last but not least is the make student-centered teaching. So anybody in here have heard about the definition of the teacher or student-centered teaching? Okay, now please. Okay, have you ever heard about the definition of the student-centered teaching or teacher?
As student enter the class where a student give attention of the class and they have to do everything instead of sure.
Okay, so thanks for your answering. So a little bit about this part, I will dig into the how to or what is the student-centered teaching or teacher-centered teaching, and you know, in the traditional way, in the most of the class or lesson is either teacher-centered teaching, means that the teacher will do everything in the class. They have to make a lesson plan. They have to go around the class and check whether the student do exercise wrong or right. So it costs a lot of teacher effort. So I will introduce a little bit about the student-centered teaching. Means that the teacher, before each lesson, they will ask students design a game or design a slide, and then come to the lesson. They will present for all of their peers, and then their peers can check or comment on that for students, and then they can draw some practical and useful lessons. Yeah. So that's the end of my presentation. So thanks for listening. So now come to the learn practical for using a game on teach vocabulary effectively.
Thank you so much for your invitation. And now I'm sure that you guys are very boring of hearing theory. So would you like to play a game? Okay. So I will create for you guys quizzes, and actually the code is okay. That is processing. Actually, I have created for you guys a quizzes, and in this quizzes, you may see that this quizzes is designed for students in grade 10, and they learn about vocabularies in appearance and personality. In this part, actually is the practice after the teacher gives the words, give the vocabularies, and then the students remember the words and place a quizzes. And now you are student in grade 10, and you will play this game. With the code is actually this is a challenge when you do technology with okay, you see the word is 502826. Can you join? Yeah. Yes, right. Okay. I see no participants. Do you need any help?
QR code.
That's it.
No, the QR. Down here.
Okay. Please, I will have a very ticket for you. If you are the winner, so please come to play. Enjoy. Did I have? Okay, I see 5 participants. Okay, because the time is limit, so we will play it very quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, right. So we will play this game. Okay. Okay, I see the rank here. The first rank is Bảo Ngân.
Cô có bắt nãy không không? Bật xuống đấy, bật xuống đấy. Minh Thùy. Có Minh Thùy chưa? Minh Thùy mà không vẫn là Minh Thùy. Có chưa? Có đi. Có lại từ đâu chứ? Rồi.
Okay, so this is the first question. What does muscular means? Can you guys answer?
Yes.
Hands running. Okay, next question. Question number 2. That is about very popular films about girls. You have 3, 2, 1, and they are Mean Girl. Question number 2. That actually is a meme because of his family's financial problem came in very hard case. So, okay. It is not time. And now we move on question number 5. Okay. I have got medium slim black straight hair. I'm quite tall. I have got a round face. So who am I? Who am I? Okay, I see. I see your answer. And we come to the last question. The last question is, choose the incorrect. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we end the quizzes right here, but I will not show you who is the winner. I will show who is the winner at the end of the presentation with a very big Christmas gift. Okay, okay, you see, that is the interesting of using quizzes in the process of teaching vocabulary. So, do you know very basic background knowledge about quizzes? What is the disadvantage as well as the advantage? And this unique feature, I will show you a little bit. Okay. First of all, about quizzes, according to Quizzes website, the apps were created in 2050 by two Indian teachers, Ankit and Deepak, who have the background knowledge as a mathematics teacher in Bangalore School in India. And they also have the office at Bangalore and the United States. The application as well as the website is utilized by educators to form online quizzes that are very common these days. And according to Baskis and Hidayati research, quizzes is used for a million teachers and students over 100 countries. And the way to play is very simple, like you and me just play. And you see the advantage of it. The quizzes has a lot of advantage, as you can see. In self-learning, the student assess the progress and define a suitable ways. What I mean is that if you study about past tense like group one, or you are studying about appearance and personality like we just like, you just need to go to website and do a quick search, past tense, appearance, personality. So you will have thousands of quizzes that actually ready created by other teacher and open access for you guys to practice. So it's a really convenient because it's a gamified website and applications. So it will stimulate students interest and improve involvement in the classroom because it has ranking, image, audio, have many memes, and also have power up. And according to the findings of Drew and Adam in 2008, the students understand the topic and learn Arabic words faster because they are working on vocabularies in Arabic. And as you can see, it also have another advantage, such as rankings. It is have a ranking and it show the performance of you guys. It have the analyze your answer. If I am a teacher, I will see about the analyze on spreadsheets. So I will know what words you don't remember and make another words and make your homework be better and better every day. Another advantage, it is a multi-platform. You can use this on a conventional computer labs or mobile devices like you guys playing here. So it is very convenient for us to use quizzes to place or to teach about vocabularies. And it also has unique feature such as memes. You can see meme in the process of playing.
Yes.
Okay, you can see it actually is a treatment for you guys. If you answer correct, you will get one meme, like very funny picture. Or if you answer wrong, don't be sad. We have another picture. Sometimes we could use a little half. Little half here actually is the power up. What is power up? You can see it is 50-50. You eliminate 50% of wrong answer as well as you can double your points or freeze your time. It is the power up. And last but not least, the unique feature that quizzes have, but not many platforms can have, is the audio, image, and math equation that underline and facilitate the learning process, especially learning vocabularies. So that actually is the end of quizzes. Now, do you want to play another game?
Yeah.
Bảo Ngân will have you to play another game.
Thank you for introducing me. Are you excited about this? Yeah. Okay, so now you introduce for you other games. It's called What World. Yeah, teaching vocabulary is not simple, so the teacher should notice the most effective media for teaching vocabulary. So according to the 2014, media is something that can deliver information or support teaching learning activity effectively. So we have many style of media. Maybe employed in teaching vocabulary. One among them is word word. So today I will talk to you about word word. According to Consbury, a word word could be a cluster of words that is substitutes for word of the word whiteboard on correct word for the school rooms. So what word is one online platform with teachers can create interactive activity for online or face-to-face classroom. What world also provides a variety of templates. Next one is in addition, what world can give many resources, or teachers can host activities by sharing an assignments linked to students. The students can choose the exercise as interactive in class part or as a homework. The teachers can check the student activity results when they finish. So there are some general introduction about the word world. So we will move on to the next part, is the benefits that the word world offers. The first one is saving teachers' preparation. There are some templates such as matchup, where teachers can simply need to insert word meanings or pictures. The sign will help teachers can generate variety activity without having to print handouts. The next benefits of word world is making online class interactive. As you know, making students engage in online classes is a big challenge for too many teachers. So the time we have since it can be inserted to face-to-face classroom. So it can we can see the screen. The word world can get students to workshop or marking exercise without having print any handouts. The next is helping teachers to interact with students' performance. The result section indicates how much time the students spend on the exercise and how many correct answers they get. So the teacher they are the score distribution for the teachers to have an overview about the class result. And last but not least, word world provides many choices of interchange or exercise. As I mentioned, word world is not limited to the regular multiple choice quiz. So there are tons of templates for teachers to choose from. The word world gives students many templates. Just one teacher just want to insert one content not without repeatedly. Yeah, as you can see here. So there are the QR code to practice with quizzes. So let's take your photo and scan QR code here. Yeah, I give you 13 seconds to do the exercise. Yeah. Now this word game I designed for A1 level learners with the topic activities. Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. When student finish, the teachers can look at the screen here. The teacher can see the interface here and see the 8 of templates here. The student can choose one of the templates here and take the exercise. So let's see the little work here. The teacher can see how much time the student finish the exercise and how many correct answers they get. So the teachers can see an overview of the class result. So besides some advantage of Woodward, there are some case Woodward is not suitable. The first one is lack of instructor paid feature. In some classes where teachers want to control the pace of the whole class, Woodward is not ideal. It doesn't allow teachers to move from the question to the question like quizzes. So the teachers have to explain the answer after the questions. This one is format limited for the multiple choice quiz. Yeah, such feature of like underline, bold, or asterisk is not allowed on Woodward. Yeah, maybe not convenient for some teachers. And the last one is a limit number of free activities. One teacher can only create 5 resources for one account, free account. And then when when teachers use the edit content functions, so the first is that teachers maybe lose the favorite content. So if you want to back, you have to download again what was we have corrected already. Okay, so is the end of our lesson, our presentation today. Yeah, our presentation includes 4 parts. The first one is technology is teaching vocabulary by the book, and then challenges using technology teach vocabulary by Nga, and next technique to teach vocabulary by technology effectively by book, and then Phúc Lâm and me present about the demonstration to apply for teaching vocabulary. Thank you. Yeah, there are some reference of our presentation today. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?
And we actually have one part, right? I will announce the winner, and the winner of the game today is, who is the winner? Can you guess? Oh my God, Huyền is the first right, and the other is a monkey. Who is the monkey? Who is monkey? Oh, Chang is monkey, and who is the third? Can you guess who is the third? Who is the third person? Is that you, Lệ? Is that you, Thảo? Oh. It is Bún Sinh. Okay, but actually I think that 8 of you is the winner today, so we have some present gift for you guys. Thank you so much for playing our game. Thank you so much for listening. And do you have any questions? Yes, you please.
Do you actually think the advantages of technology in schools have
Yeah, so there's always two sides to one thing, the upside and the downside. In terms of using the technology for to teach vocabulary, it actually depends on us, the teacher, to make the most out of the technology, and it's our instruction to adjust the course to so that it will be suitable for the students, and it will be beneficial and lead to the best learning outcome. Yes, that is.
All right, so thank you, Group 2, for a very interesting presentation, and we really engaged in your in the game and also the content of your presentation. I think that your the main outline of your presentation, the structure is very clearly organized. And but I just have one comment in order to improve your presentation. Between the speaker, I want you to have a smoother transition, kind of like when you introduce from the first person to the second one. It seems to me that just a little bit of like disruption, and you should connect the past just a little bit more kind of like smoother and make them understand why you move from this to that. So that's only one weak point, and the rest one is all perfect. So I have no more comment in the other part. But just the linkage between different speakers.
Yeah, thank you for
Example, and one thing is that the time limit. Actually, you have exceeded the time limit, kind of like 10 or 15 minutes altogether. Yeah. So we can next time when you make presentation, try to follow the time limit more strictly. Okay, thank you. Các bạn chắc là bây giờ ta nghe
Cắt đi là nó tự đi.